Watering is by far the most important thing and least understood in bonsai circles. You say if you overwater, you're going to have root rot. And so what is really basically overwater means is that not the quantity of water that you put on the tree, but how frequently you water is more of a criteria than the amount of water that you're going to put on there. And so to find out whether you need watering or not, I use the finger method. You put your finger in underneath the gravel and feel to see whether if there is moisture there. Let's say today being Sunday, I look at it and say, yeah, it might need water, but this is how you do. You have the responsibility of actually making sure that it does need water. If it's sloppy or if it's still wet yet, then don't water today. You wait till tomorrow or the day after. So it might be Monday or Tuesday. Okay, but let's say for the sake of this demonstration, this needs watering, and so you're going to take a watering can, and it might have a sprinkler head or whatever the case might be. But you're gonna start doing, you're going to start watering like this, and you hear things like say, as long if it when you water like this, you said if it start to come out to the bottom of it and stuff like this, it's enough. Well, is it really? It appears as though that everything is saturated, and when you look down like this, and maybe this, it's not dripping down in there, and so you say maybe you should put a little bit more, and so you put a little bit more in there, and then you see me, and you saw yourself physically actually watering it. So you say, that's watered. But through time, how do you know that you watered it properly? How do you know that you watered 100%? And you got to guess. You say, well, they say there's water down here, so therefore it is. But what about where the drain, away from the drain hole? You really don't know. So you can see there's water here. So to be 100% sure that when you go through the act of watering, that it is in fact water, is to dunk it. So you take it and you dunk it. Water like that. And if you put it in real slowly, it's going to be. And so it was close to 100%, but you can see it's bubbling. And if it's bubbling, then now, if you quit bubbling, then it's 100%. And we put it in lots of water, so this is not overwatering. And let's say that you forgot it for, you put it in the morning, going to work, you say, oh, I need water, so you dunk it in there, and you forgot it because you were in the rush to get to work. Does not mean that the plant's going to die, because Mother Nature had made provisions for flooding. But I'm not recommending that you forget it and leave it like this, because what it really lacks now that is completely saturated is that there's not a whole lot of oxygen in the root zone. So whenever when you dunk it like this, and when you lift it up, and if you lift it up slowly, you're not going to lose a lot of gravel. And you see it draining, and it's not draining nearly as fast. And it should drain quite fast, but this particular plant material has been in this container for a while, and it has fully grown into the spaces of that of the pot, and therefore this, if it's slowly draining like this, it's not going to pull in the oxygen that it needs to, and that gives you a sign that it probably needs transplanting. Let's use this one, the one that we recently transplanted to, and then you're going to dunk it, okay? And then you note that it is bubbling quite vigorously. And once it quit bubbling, I'll see how rapidly it drains, and hopefully it should be a good demonstration to show you how it should. And we wait till it's bubbling, and it's going to take a few minutes. But once it quit bubbling, you just reach down again, and then you lift it up. But what happened is that now this is better. And what it's doing right now is reoxygenating the soil in the root, the root zone. And if you have oxygen in the root zone, you'll never ever have root rot. It's because it's aerated. So the aeration is important for the health of the plant. So make sure that it does. Because if it's half submerged and things like that, you're not going to have that exchange of air. So oxygen is very, very important. And so, but you want some, you want some rapid, draining like that. And in so doing, you reoxygenate the soil.